Hey there, this is Gio from Hitbox Gaming, and welcome back to 10 Video Game Facts. Today we will be talking about one of my favorite games of all time, the relaxing and very entertaining farming RPG, Stardew Valley. Sit back and relax as we give you some things you may want to know about this game, and who knows, maybe you might want to give the game another playthrough or try it for the first time after this. Let's get started. One of the few interesting things you should know about the history in the Stardew Valley universe is the war between the dwarves and the shadow people. This little fact will be made known to the player by going to the sewer after meeting Octopus and the dwarf, triggering a cutscene. It was revealed that the war took 1,000 years before it was finally over, but this leaves some disagreement and conflict between both Octopus and the dwarf. I think this is a very interesting lore in the game, and hopefully the game will give it more depth if ever we get another update. You might not know it yet, but there are a total of 3 small but cute Easter eggs you can see on the main menu screen of Stardew Valley, and I'll show you how you can get each of these. The first one is located by clicking on the letter E on the word Stardew. You will hear a knocking sound when clicking, and you should be doing this multiple times until it opens like a door, and boom, you'll see an alien show up. The second one spawns butterflies around the screen, also by clicking multiple times, this time on the nail on the lower right part of the letter W. The third one can be seen by clicking on the leaves you see on the screen. Smaller petals will show on every click. Do this multiple times and Junimos will show around the screen. During the course of your playthrough, you may stumble into an unfamiliar language like this. This is called the Junimo Alphabet, which is used by the Junimos. Texts using the Junimo Alphabet can be found around the worn-out community center and sometimes as a small speech bubble showing out of those tiny Junimos. The actual font used in the game can be found in the games folder in this location. Using this font, you can see that the translation for each letter in the alphabet are as follows. One of the things players are waiting for are the birthdays of their favorite villager. So here are a few birthday facts. Giving someone a gift on their birthday has 8 times the effect than a normal day. But you have to be careful because the 8 times multiplier also applies to the gifts that they hate or dislike. Aside from this, you don't have to worry about giving people 2 gifts a week, because even though you reach this limit on the week of their birthday, you can still give them a birthday present. This means you can get a lot of hearts easier just by making sure not to miss their birthdays. I'm sure many of you know of the quest where you should find and return Mayor Lewis's purple shorts. But there are a few things that you can do with the shorts instead of returning them. First, you can keep them until the Luau and put it in the soup for a unique cutscene. Putting Lewis's purple shorts in the Grinch display during the Stardew Valley Fair is also hilarious. You will be disqualified when you do so, plus Lewis will give you 750 star tokens that you can use to buy items from the fair, as a bribe to keep his secret. One of the recent updates to the game allows the player to tailor different clothing. And yes, you can use Lewis's shorts as well. Tailor it with a gold bar and wear it for an amusing reaction from both Lewis and Marnie. If you can notice, there are no bathrooms in any of the villagers' houses. So I guess the only place where people can take a bath is the spa facility near the train tracks north of Linus's camp. During my playthrough, I can only see Alex and sometimes Linus hanging out in front of the spa. Well, do people take a bath in this town? We all know there are legendary fishes that you can catch all throughout the game, and these only show on a specific time and season and are very challenging to catch. But you should know that one of the hardest to catch is not a legendary fish. It's the octopus. Its behavior is mixed, sometimes trying to break free at a faster pace, and sometimes it can catch you off guard by suddenly going from one side to another. Aside from its difficulty to catch, the actual bite rate or its chance to be the one biting your bait is really low. Add that with a smaller than usual time window for you to catch it, and it becomes really stressful. This is actually one of the few fishes that I have yet to catch in my current playthrough. So if you have friends that are showing off their legendary fishes, have a look if they also caught an octopus, because if they haven't yet, then they have no right to show off. But seriously, it's really hard to catch. The religion of the dwellers of Stardew Valley worships Yoba, an ancient deity that is said to be the creator and is worshipped by both humans and the shadow people. A shrine for Yoba is located inside Pierre's General Store, where you can see people come by here often to pay their respects. There is a book in the library entitled Highlights from the Book of Yoba. That tells the story of how the world came to be. It was stated there that Yoba produced a seed from a golden vortex of light. This seed was then planted into a soil that was also obtained from the golden light. The seed sprouted and a fruit blossomed, and inside this fruit was the world. Do you know the country where Stardew Valley is located? It is in Ferngil Republic, and it is set during a time of war against the Gotoro Empire, which is actually reflective to some of the villagers you meet. There are references within the game, such as it being mentioned on TV, and also it is evident in the tweet of the game developer himself. For the last one, let me introduce to you the amazing Eric Barone, and how he went to create the Stardew Valley. Also known as Concerned Ape, he is the only man behind this awesome game. He graduated with a computer science degree but was unfortunate in getting a job in the industry and ended up working as a theater usher. Eric Barone worked on the game for over 4 years before initially releasing it to the public. And yes, since he is the only man behind it all, he was in charge of everything: programming, designing, composing the music, and creating the art for everything else. He started to create this game just as a fan-made alternative for Harvest Moon, and initially planned to release it on Xbox Live Indie Games because it is easy to publish games there. But the game was bigger than he anticipated, so he proceeded to release it on Steam's Greenlight, to hopefully get attentions from players. From there, he got positive feedback from different people and started to interact with them through Reddit and Twitter as he continued to develop the game into perfection. And the rest is history. We'll end it here for now, and I really enjoyed sharing these things with you, all because this is one of my favorite games, and I hope you also enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more and be sure to check out the other videos we have on our channel. See you in the next one. Bye!